Bethany Ministries is a faith-based agency that's been serving people in this region now for almost 25 years. Luminaria Night benefits New Bethany Ministries. At New Bethany Ministries, we provide services and housing for the neediest and poorest people in our community, for homeless families, for low-income mentally disabled adults. We feed the hungry with only full-service hunger program in the whole Lehigh Valley. Every year, we get addition to our resources because of the great work of Luminaria and all the people that support it and contribute to it.
Obviously, there are some very important monetary rewards that Luminaria provides to New Bethany. There are also some very important rewards that it provides to the people who are participating as well, because it's an opportunity for neighbors to get out of their homes on that night and meet other neighbors and talk to other neighbors that they already do know. Some people aren't actually able to light their bags, so people in the neighborhood do it for them. Many people in neighborhoods have little block parties that night. They open their homes just to anyone who happens to be coming by, just to stop in and say hello. And it is a wonderful night that really unites everybody that participates in it, not just with New Bethany Ministries, but with each other. It's every bit as important as the work that we're doing for New Bethany is the work that we're doing in our own communities, uniting ourselves to our neighbors.
New Bethany Ministries does all this work for our community with an annual budget of about $1 million a year, through which we provide all these services and all this housing. And originally, Luminaria was a small part of that budget with small gifts every year. But as Luminaria has grown and grown, the role of Luminaria in our whole ability to provide services has grown and grown as well. And from a few $100s in the early years now to $30,000, $40,000 and growing that it contributes to our budget. A lot of food is able to be provided to hungry people. A lot of housing for homeless people because of this excellent community project.
The first year that we started Luminaria, which was in 1997, we lit approximately 60 homes with about 120 kits. Last year, we lit over 3,500 homes and businesses with 6,500 or 65,000 lights. The process of Luminaria begins about in June. The members of the Luminaria Committee come together with the head of the committee, who is the board member at New Bethany Ministries. We get together, we estimate just how far we think we're going to grow this year, how many new neighborhoods we'd like to add. We calculate the new names of people who from the previous year have indicated that they've seen it and they want to participate. And we make a very good educated guesstimate on how far we're going to go and how many kits we're going to need. And then we start lining up our volunteer group, our core volunteer group. That group consists of block captains, who are people that take care of their specific neighborhoods, and regional captains who take care of several neighborhoods. And most of the responsibility for both of those jobs has to do with the distribution of paperwork and the collection of paperwork. How many neighbors are going to participate, how many kits they need, when they'll be distributed. And then we figure out exactly when we're going to take our delivery of supplies. Last year we took a delivery of 47,000 pounds of sand. So we have to find a way to get all of that sand moved from one place into a building that we will then break it up and turn it into kits, along with paper bags and candles. And one of the ways that's worked really well for us in doing that is that we've been able to reach out to different school groups. And we have actually been able to become affiliated with specific school groups. One of those groups is the Spirit of Bethlehem group from East Hills Middle School. Another one is the theater group from Liberty High School. And those two groups, and another group I shouldn't forget, is a fraternity at Lehigh University, Kappa Alpha. Those three groups we can count on every year. The fraternity brothers move all that very, very heavy sand for us into the building, and then the other kids come in after school. Actually, the East Hills Middle School kids come in during school as part of their school project, and they spend several hours for 3 or 4 days just scooping sand into small bags for its final distribution to the people who have purchased the kits. Each Luminaria kit consists of 1 bag of sand that is in a Ziploc bag, and it's about 8 or 9 pounds of sand, 10 white Luminaria bags, and 10 votive candles. And then when you get the kit, you fill the bottom of the bag with the sand, and you place the candle in the bottom of the bag, and that is your Luminaria light. You light that bag up on Luminaria Night. When we gather at that first meeting in June, we set the date for Luminaria Night. And then when that date rolls around, we check the weather several days in advance and make sure that we're going to have a calm, non-rainy evening. And if we think we're going to be a go for that night, about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we make the call, and then everybody sets their bags out. And even though we post on the website, on the New Bethany website, whether or not it's going to be a go, and we have a telephone chain for everybody in their neighborhoods that they can certainly call and check with their regional captains or their block captains, really what winds up happening is that somebody pokes their head out their door and sees that somebody has lit up their bags, and it spreads like that. And so by nightfall on the night of Luminaria, everyone is lit up. The city of Bethlehem, everyone who is participating in Luminaria is lit up. I, along with the other original founders of Luminaria Night, would love to see the day that Luminaria Night spreads to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 lights, not just in the city of Bethlehem, but in other cities, where other people in small communities pick up the idea and run with it and get their neighbors together and find a charity in their neighborhood that means the world to them, like New Bethany means to us, and support that charity and support less fortunate people where they live by connecting with their neighbors the same way that we found a way to connect with our neighbors.
When I first saw Luminaria, it was a small one neighborhood project. And I saw the beauty of this project, and I have long had the vision of the day I'll be able to be up in an airplane and see this whole region lit up with candles, creating beauty in the night and beauty in the lives of our neediest neighbors at the same time. So my vision is I'm looking for the day that this whole region participates in Luminaria Night and has a night of goodness and sharing.